Visiting Soldano is like going on a treasure hunt. In the village, many signs will guide you on a pleasant visit. There is no lack of imagination in Soldano. When you arrive in the village, park your car right in the center, and after getting out of the car, look up. What you are seeing is a bell tower without a church. A long time ago, the church was actually there, but time and history have turned it into houses. The bell tower has remained, and one wonders if the people, after destroying the church, decided that at least the presence of the bell tower had to remain, so as not to offend religion too much. You might think about all this while sipping a glass of Soldano's Rossese in the Sacro e Profano restaurant that was opened right under the bell tower and which, as the owner explains, we had thought of the word sacred precisely because we were close to the old church, and so a little sacredness remained here. But as we dedicated ourselves to drinking and having fun, it was necessary to add the word profane. The stories around here are all in between sacred and profane. Take Aunt Amelia, for example. My Aunt Amelia knew how to cure the blow of air or stiff neck. There was something magical about the cure. It worked like this. My aunt would lock herself in a small room and boil some water. At the end, this water, while saying very secret words, was thrown into 3 corners of the room. People said that after this ritual, the stiff neck disappeared. And that's not even the end of it, because in these parts, someone still performs another very ancient rite. Listen to Elvio and Primola. At Easter time, a sepulchre was made to commemorate the Passion of Christ. 2 laurel trees, at least 4 or 5 meters high, were placed in front of the tomb. After 3 days, at the end of the ceremony, every family in Soldano would take a piece of the laurel trees and keep it to bake the rabbit for the next year. I also remember that on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, for our tradition, Jesus would rise. My mother would go straight to the tap, wet my hands, and make me wet my face. They said that this way you would never get spots on your skin, and it was forbidden to dry yourself. Soldano is a mine of tales. Here Mrs. Luisa Conte was born, and she was able to entertain people by telling ancient tales of these areas. These fables have been collected and in part published on the web. One last recommendation. Do not leave without tasting Filippo's Soldanelli, a recent sweet, but one that owes its incomparable goodness to the oil that is also part of everyone's life here. I thought of making a shortbread, a biscuit with extra virgin oil, a biscuit that everyone could eat at all hours of the day. I basically wanted to give it the crispiness of a butter biscuit, but using extra virgin oil. When I asked to taste it, the first tests, I would ask, "What's in it?" Friends would eat it and answer, "Definitely butter." So I achieved my goal.